Satnam, I'm Nirvair Singh Khalsa, the CEO of Kundalini Research Institute, and I help to manage Yogi Bhajan's library of teachings. Yogi Bhajan's library of teachings consists of the over 8,000 classes that Yogi Bhajan taught. I'm so amazed that we had the foresight to record Yogi Bhajan right from the very beginning, because those beginning teachings are very precious to me, because that's when I started. And he taught some amazing things and was very consistent in the way he taught through his whole teaching career. Of those 8,000 classes that we have, most of them, of course, were in audio, because that was before video existed. We've been working on the library of teachings, and first of all, transcribing the lectures. This is a project that's been done in Bangalore, India for many, many years, and we're just about through with that transcription. And for the last several years, we've been taking this analog audio and video, and we've been turning them into digitized versions. We're about half through with the audio and digitization. We're about a third through with the video and digitization. And the reason that we're doing all these pieces is partly just for preservation, but what we really want to do is to share these teachings with you for a lot of different reasons. One, we really believe that you can benefit just like we have from all the wonderful teachings of Yogi Bhajan. And if we put this all together in what we call a data asset management system, that makes it truly searchable. It's like doing a Google search on just what Yogi Bhajan taught. And you put together the audio and the video and the transcripts together, and you can have something that will be invaluable for the ages. Satnam, so now I'm going to show you this demonstration. And you have to realize that this only contains 5 different videos and 5 lectures. Can you imagine when we load this up with 500 or 1,000 or 8,000 audios and videos, what the potential might be? So you have to, when we look at this screen, this is not the final product. Once again, this is like a draft. It's a rough copy. I think it's kind of interesting that this company, Deluxe, really kind of got an essence for us here. I like it, but it's going to be improved. So when you're looking at the screen, you first of all see Yogi Bhajan and his pictures, and you see something like a traditional search engine. And so I'm going to go here, and you can see his pictures on the top, and I'm going to take the cursor, and at the bottom you can see featured searches, and there's a history of some of the searches that you might have done. Down here there's of course a great expression and quotation that they picked up from Yogi Bhajan. You should make yourself so happy that by looking at you, other people become happy. I thought that was a fantastic quotation to pick out. So this is where the search starts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter the word prosperity. And look what pops up in just 5 lectures in a thumbnail view. You have an amazing amount of lectures that have something to do with prosperity in terms of the word search. And so back to home, you're going to see over on the right where my cursor is an advanced browse. And what I want to show you is the kind of concepts that we selected. There's 50 different concepts, and once again, as I mentioned, we're going to be able to add to this if we want to as well. And so you have different concepts under different titles: Sikh Dharma, Kundalini Yoga, Lifestyle, Gurbani, Humanology, Teaching and Teachers, various topics, further studies, and then the dates. You can see that this is only populated by 5 different dates. What if there are 1,000 dates in here? And also you'll be able to search by place as well. In case you heard a lecture from Yogi Bhajan, in your home city or at one of the solstices, you'd be able to select that in particular too. Okay, so I'm going to close this, and then I'll go back to this single word search. We'll also be able to do Boolean searches, which means we're going to have to be able to put together a string of words, right? So a string of words plus the concepts can get very narrow in terms of some very specific information that Yogi Bhajan gave. So once again, back to the search on prosperity. Let's try this. 103088. So I'm double clicking it, and so now you can see a still picture of where he's going to talk about it, and on the right hand side you can see the transcript. And so now if I push play, it's going to highlight exactly what he's saying as he says it, and it scrolls through. You'll also see at the bottom a timeline menu where you can pick out exact spots, literally, to the minutes of where it lands in the transcript. But first of all, let's push play and see what Yogi Bhajan says.
Do you know why I bought it? We never had the money, and we never had the thing. We were in somebody's place, and we were making money. He threw us out, and we knew that we cannot be on a rented place. That's why we bought it. And we built it. It has our soul, heart, our being in it.
I'm just going to pause it for a second because I get transfixed by this. I just want to keep hearing him talk about it. What he was referring to is buying the first Guru Ram Das ashram. So let's close out this particular search, and we'll go to a search on consciousness, favorite topic of Yogi Bhajan's. So let's see what comes up here. A lot of them, as you can imagine, even in 5 lectures. Okay, let's go down to, here's one, 62488.
If you know the truth and you do not have the courage to face it, you live worse than an earth snail. That's nothing. You can't live that life. It's very painful. So basically there's a tremendous amount of pain in life, but pain doesn't mean anything for those who are doing the karam. Karam means action. Different between taram and karam is the action which has a reaction. Taram is the action with reaction, totally decidedly to go to the objectivity of destination.
This is not available now. I know everyone asks me when I see it is like, can you send me the link? Can we do this now? No. Really what we need to do is we'll build the platform, we'll load it with information. The Kundalini Research Institute Board of Directors will create, the parameters for access in the search, and you'll be able to see and hear Yogi Bhajan very specifically talking about these topics and in a search engine just like a Google search engine. This is so worthwhile. This is something that I've wanted to see happen for the entire time that I've been studying with Yogi Bhajan and teaching. So please be generous in your donation. And when you have access, please continue your donations, because it's going to cost a lot of money to maintain something like this up in the cloud or whatever it is over a period of time. Donate something monthly like I do. If you've got extra money at the end of the year and you need a donation, please donate at that time too. This is something that we can all do together, and I'm so happy that we can share this with you and that we can share this for future generations. So thank you, and Sat Nam.